What's up, Master Builders, and welcome back to Ginty Bricks Wary. And today I got an amazing mock showcase for you guys. And of course, it's all about this blue engine called Edward. And of course, I am going to straight away and talk about his actual wheels. I will just show you the bottom of the wheels first. But yes, the wheels are the actual Big Ben Bricks medium-sized blue wheels with some of the actual flanger wheels from him. What I did not know because I never bought flanger wheels from Big Ben Brick before, but I was more surprised that they are actual Stokes ones compared to the Lego train sets where they actually are like not this detail. So that was one shock when I bought these wheels from him. Maybe I should buy more next time. But of course I want to show you off the actual attachment that I got for Edward's front wheels. And as you can just see here, I got these special plates that actually comes into a curve with a hole in the middle. Like this one at the very end. That's like the attachment I always use for most trains anyway. And then I got some pegs that go into a bar and goes up to another peg, where I got this little body place in the bogie wheel. That's it. Well, I got this bogie wheel, and if I turn it upside down, you can just see that it's just a 2 single beam. I should add an extra brick here to make sure it's extra stronger. But of course, on the top though, you can just see that I tiled it off, and also I got the actual 2 curved bricks to actually hold on to the actual modified brick that actually hold in the bogie. But with all that mentioned, the first thing you might notice when you look on the side, you might be asking, hold on Jamie, this is a 7 studs wide. I thought you was doing 8 studs wide. Well, would you be surprised that most middle-sized tender engines are actually 7 studs wide? I say most of them. The ones for Thomas the Tank Engine characters are all like 7 studs wide. They are just like a little bit thinner. So that's why Edward is 7 studs wide instead of normal 8 studs wide. But of course, these buffer beams are the same that I use for all the other engines when it's got a hole in the middle, where I attach a round brick and also upside down tile brick, plate into here. Of course, he's got a lovely lamp to show off. But just before the actual boiler is actually got this little running section right here that literally leads all the way down to here where it just curves off again. But then his actual boiler, I think I could take it off. There we are. See? You can just see how that works in the middle. Got the 2x3 to attach that to the actual firebox itself. Place that there. And this boiler design is the same as I use for Donald and Douglas. So just to show you guys again, just in case you haven't seen that model case, as like you've got these special clips go inside, they're attached to a plate, to another plate that actually house the actual face of Edward. But of course, I will just shine a light here just so you can just see what kind of bricks I am using. But these bricks right here, 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 and here are those special modified bricks with a stud on the side. So that's where all the cheese wedges are attached. But how to attach this part though? There is this special brick that is like a 2x2 with 2 plates high that's got studs on the side. And that's how it's been attached to the middle part, where it's attached to a plate and also to some tiles go all the way down. I will put Edward's face back on. As you can just see, it's just got that outer line just going around here. So it's good for this kind of model, or if you're building 6 studs wide, it is good build for like a big engine like Gordon or Henry. Of course, Edward's got a big giant funnel that leads up with a dish on the top. Edward have a steam dome in the middle, and this is the only model that I got throughout the whole series that actually got a dome in it. And also I got another dish piece with this hat, golden fez. The only other time I used this was actually Toby's bell, to be honest. So there's a nice reference. And of course on the bottom you got those modified bricks. But onto this side though, because that stayed on the other side, to do this effect that slapped into, to make the firebox, it's actually by another one of those bricks, but it's been attached to this special curved brick that goes downwards a bit. Then just to take away the other half, and as you just see from the model itself, there's two of those 2x3 bricks that's actually attached that to those modified bricks. Hold on, let me make some arrangement. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, of course, while I'm here, I might as well talk about the splashers. I hope that's what they call. Even though these wheels are meant to be either a large or extra large wheels, I think it might be just a large. But unfortunately though, just trying to embed that to go over, like they are meant to be like this big. But to capture that, you have to do loads of complicated Lego techniques. So I thought I might as well just stick with the small wheels and just make it look like they were bigger up here. And of course you've got a little cheese slope down here. And before I put it on and talk about this section, I want to show off the window over here. Because Edward's got a little slope like here. So what I've done with this is that I actually put a triangle cheese slope in the middle. So this is not glazed. This is actually like just through. But yeah, that is actually a cheese slope. Just want to show you that before I put Edward's spoiler on. But as you can see with his spoiler, it actually fits perfectly so the driver can see in front of him. And of course, right here we can actually see a little detail, like red streaming detail, and that's been put on one of the bricks with the studs on the side to go inwards, and with a plate, a brick, and another plate there. And plus you've got some windows for Edward, of course his roof. And if you want to see the interior, well, tough because I did not put an interior there, even though I should really like design something, but I don't think nobody's not going to see it, but might actually decide to do a interior just for myself. And now to the actual tender part. As you can just see straight away, you can actually see the actual entrance where the actual fireman will get the coal from. But Edward's got this strange little section here that's like got a little curve here and then another curve here to where all the coal will be at. Maybe I should just talk about the actual coal before going to the exterior part. And this is the coal section that I'm using for all the trains. Every single tender train will have this. Also ballasts and coal trucks will have this kind of effect as well. This is from the Lego Batman's movie sets from the clay face. And of course you've got one of these round sections again to house all the coal. Plus you've got a water cap, and also I should need to know what this one is called, to be honest. But there's two rounds. There's one big one and one small one. This one is by a jumper plate, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is a jump. It has been put on a jumper plate, and this one's just by a little stud. And of course, I will just talk about the actual tender itself now. As you can see, there is like a little bit of decoration on here. But here, and on the other side, there are bricks going inwards to make the actual line of the actual brick. So that's like a plate, a brick, and a tile piece right here. and those are tail pieces as well, just to make sure they're flesh out. Of course, you got a plate, a few more plates before you actually hit the member. I think these are like, you can just have 2 bricks high, but I only did plate, plate, brick, plate, just because I want to do the number 2, just so I can actually know where to put the number 2 to. This is my evil cheat in the will. And then of course you've got all these plates going along here. But here's the thing that I gotta mention before any of you lot try. Over here and here, this is actually being attached by 1 brick, 1 plate, 1x2 plate, 1 plate, and on top of that is actually a tile and a cheese wedge. And then this is actually now attached to the main tender part. So all this now with a cheese plate is actually attached by the main tender into this little section right here. This little section here is being attached to the back of it. The back is no different apart from the buffer beams just here. And there's meant to be a tile here, but I haven't found it yet. But that's his tender, boys and girls. And I think that's all I've got to show for you guys today. Comment down below if you think he looks like Donald Douglas. But of course, I hope you master builders enjoy the showcase. Stay tuned for more content. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, especially if you think this is look like Donald Douglas. And of course, to stay on track.